Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm taking a short break for lunch here, and I was looking at my notes and stuff. I was working on Mary Sue. As many of you know, I'm working on a book called Mary Sue. That's it right here. This is the first issue I did as a test print. Forgive the scuffs. This is a test print that I did, and I thought I would show it first, kind of. You know, this is a prototype, of course, so it's all, I beat it up on purpose to see what it would look like if it gets beaten up, you know, doing quality tests and that sort of thing. I'm not sure how many people know this, but I actually used to work as a printmaker for over 5 years. So I have kind of a surprising amount of experience by accident in the field that I'm now pursuing full time. So that can be, that can have certain advantages. And I thought I might share some of them with all of you, as well as reveal a surprise for everybody who's backing the Indiegogo, which again, well, I've mentioned this on the channel before. It's going to close on November 1st, which is, let's see, 12 days from now, I think. So there you go. Over here, let's say we're doing a few print tests. I won't spoil too much. The book looks pretty solid. Here I did a sort of glue binding here. Normally, of course, you would use staples, but I just wanted to do different print tests on different types of paper. And I won't go any further than that to avoid spoilers. But anyway, these print tests are looking pretty darn good. And over here I have little notes for myself. These little print editions, these test editions at home are just, they're very junky, right? But you want to do take a lot of notes. These are drafts. But the reason that I'm doing this video especially is because I was doing a lot of thinking about prices for these Indiegogos. And one of the common things I hear from everybody, including myself, is that these books are just too expensive. And so I was thinking, how can I offer the book in print at a lower price than the Indiegogo average price? And I was thinking, okay, so maybe we can do two editions. One, we have the edition that everyone's used to, right? The Indiegogo, these two books are, to buy the two of them is like 25, something like that, right? That's a lot of money. So I thought, how can I increase the value and make it worth that much? And I said, okay, so knowing that I'm a printmaker and I have skills of a printmaker, I'm going to print the cover stock on using a very special printer that I have at home, a super expensive printer. And it's going to bring out the colors even more vibrant than, let's say, the standard print edition. And then on top of that, I'm going to use a technique that I know to actually add gold, a gold leaf. This is just a mock-up, by the way. It's not what it really is going to look like. It's an example. But we have a gold leaf here. As you can see, it's shiny and all that stuff. And I think that's going to become the formula, let's say, for the premium edition. So what we're going to do going forward, because everyone knows I'm going to try to make this into a series, everyone who's already ordered a book is now going to be upgraded, in air quotes, to the premium edition, which means you're going to get a better cover, better colors, plus a gold leaf title on every book in the premium edition that you order. So anyone who's willing to pre-order these books, basically, and help me out to basically pay my way so I can actually make the books, you're going to get a very special edition that you will never find on a store shelf. Because let's pretend now that this isn't here and I printed this on using a cheapo printer. Not a cheapo printer, but the non-premium, right? It may be less amazing paper stock depending on where prices are that day. You're going to get the best print quality in the premium edition, but the standard edition will not have this gold leaf and will be printed in a normal way, let's say. So that's going to actually, next time around, I'm going to try to print these books for even less than I do now. And hopefully that means I can pass the savings on to any guy or girl who wants to read these comics and not spend an arm and a leg. Because I really, that's the kind of consumer that I am. I can't afford to spend a lot of money on a book, but I still want to collect these books. So there will be a premium edition this time around, and in the future, I'm going to offer a standard edition at a lower price. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be looking into prices. Now, following that gold leaf pattern, there are some things that we can do with gold leaf that's really cool. So here, for example, is a card that I printed on that premium printer that I told you about, and it has gold leaf on it. It's not a perfect formula, but with a little bit of technique and luck, maybe it won't look this way. But in either case, like, it's really darn shiny and cool, right? It comes, all the cards are going to come in this little plastic sleeve, right? Very nice. And then, of course, maybe some of the cards will have a little thing on the back to say, hey, thank you for backing the project. Only people who back the project will get cards. But of course, this is a gold leaf premium card. Most of the cards will look kind of like this. Very basic, but super shiny, very nice, right? I will only offer these to people who back on the Indiegogo and any kind of crowdfunding sort of thing. I will not be offering them as, let's say, on my online store. But then the gold leaf, there are some patterns here that are really cool that you can do. So something like this, right? These are going to be, I don't remember if it's the collector's edition, but in the future, maybe I'll offer these as special backer rewards, right? These are just prototypes. But I like the idea of being able to do this with gold leaf. And my microphone just crapped out on my phone, so I'm going to narrate the rest of it here. But yeah, basically these cards are going to be the standard for any backer of the projects online. They will not be available. Let's say if I go around and try to sell these books at retail stores or around my online shop, that's going to be after they're made already. But I think some of these patterns are really cool, and these, again, handmade. So hopefully that gives people a little extra value. You know, it's really valuable to get pre-orders for these kinds of books. So I want to give you guys something that's actually that valuable in return. So here are some more print tests that I have. Yeah, and the staple stitching, which is the standard and, you know, what we can expect from these books in the future. The print tests have satisfied me, and I have pretty high standards, so I think maybe like all but the most scrutinizing, you know, 1% of 1% people might, you know, find little problems or something like that, but it's fairly satisfactory for me, and I think that I have pretty hard standards. And the paper stock is really good. There's going to be no fluting. A lot of people have been talking about that. That's going to be basically impossible with this paper stock that I've chosen. I have bought newsprint, but I don't think I'm going to be using it. I'm going to be using a kind of a higher weight glossy, something like that. But yeah, these are the standard. This is going to be the premium edition in the future. Right now it's the only edition that I'm offering, but there will be standard editions. And the covers, as you can see here, are going to be printed on extra super special cover stock that can only be available online. If you buy the books at a store, they'll still be good, but not premium, right? So yeah, I want to thank everybody for listening. The campaign again will end on November 1st. So if you're on the fence, you know, give it a couple days, I don't know, 2 weeks, right? You can still decide what edition you would like, or if you don't want that edition, there will be in future campaigns, there will be chances to pick up back issues as well. So you could buy them all as a package, but that'll, you know, probably be after the holidays, depending on how soon I can get these out the door. But yeah, yeah, give it a shot. Think about it. I'm exhausting myself working on these books, but it's really fun, and I really can't wait to get everybody their copies and hear what they think. Because so far, man, I'm pretty proud of this work. So yeah, thanks for listening.